This is what I meant by already having enough of my own photos up to look like a narcissist. I love having all these photos down here because all of them are just memories. So every time I look at it, I just think back to when I took it, what I was doing, who I was with, and it's just great. Today I need to work on some assignments for a class that I'm helping UNL make for next semester. I took a class last year in After Effects, and that has been the best class ever for my videography. Being able to use animations and things like that just ups the production value so much. Like the intros to these videos, makes it seem so much more legit. So from taking that class, I was offered a grant to help UNL come up with new course materials and make it a class that they can offer permanently, because it was the first time they'd ever offered it. And I don't know why they didn't just have the same guy keep doing it. Maybe he got busy or something. He does 2010 productions in Omaha. Look him up, he's really cool. And if it weren't for him, my work would be nowhere near where it is today. I'm sorry, it's just so good. Oh. I probably shouldn't eat and vlog, but I'm starving and I'm running out of daylight, so it's just gonna have to be. The interesting thing that I didn't really think about when I took this grant to help make this class was how much goes into creating a class and how much you really have to worry about. Like, you have to make sure that you're teaching everything that's necessary in order to be able to do it all. So starting from ground zero was a really interesting process of even just having to realize that I need to explain how the program itself is even laid out. And eventually I got a template made up. I had a basic layout figured out for how each section's gonna be. And then it was just filling in the information. It was a really good experience because it helped me realize how much I actually knew. Now there are a couple other weird things that go with making a class, especially one like this that's in a specific field, is that first of all, I'm teaching other people how to do the job that I'm trying to sell to companies. So basically, I'm training my replacements, which is really weird feeling. I think for a moment I was like apprehensive about it, but I mean, the more the merrier, I guess, right? Everyone does different work. I just have to make mine that much better. The other weird thing is that I'm a traditionally horrible student. I never got good grades in high school. I didn't care about homework, and that comes from my mentality that I don't want to do things unless I see why I should do it. Like ACE required classes at the university that I'm at, you know, chemistry, math, things like that. I don't want to do those. I don't see how they benefit me. I'm sure there's tons of logic and reasoning for why everyone should have to do those classes. Everyone needs the basic knowledge of certain things, but it doesn't help me make videos. If I needed to make a video about biology, I can just do the research and then make the video from that, because I won't remember my biology class anyway. Now I'm on the hardest part for me, which is making the assignments, because I want them, first of all, not to be a waste of time. I hate wasting time. I hate it when a class wastes my time, and I don't want to waste these people's time. Secondly, I need to make sure that they're academic. I need to make sure that there's a proper amount of points rewarded for certain work, and I need to make sure that there are certain requirements for everything, as simple as the format of the video, if you saved it right, if you have the settings right, all the way down to how creative were you. And that's really annoying, especially in like art classes, where creativity and your work is all subjective. It's all your own ideas compared to how someone else decides if they like them or not. So how do you be fair? I think as long as it's obvious that they tried hard and that they paid attention to what was taught, then they should get a pretty good grade. But then how do you keep it fair for people who excelled and did really good and they're just naturals and they're better than everyone else? I don't know. That's why I'm not the professor. There's gonna be a real professor running the class, and he can make all those judgments. So if you're interested in learning After Effects, take the class. It's Broadcasting 491. It's special topics, motion effects, and After Effects. And yeah, I'll see you there. If you're not a student and you still want to learn After Effects, I can teach you. I've got all these materials now. I don't know if it's legal for me to use my materials that I made for UNL for personal gain, but I can still teach you now that I know how to teach it. And if anyone owns a pizza franchise or chain and wants to give me a sponsorship, that would cut down on my expenses a lot, because a pizza a day is kind of expensive.